Well, hi there, everybody, and good Monday morning to you. The final day of September. Hard to believe we are moving into October, and I tell you what, it's like you flip the calendar from September to October, and our weather is going to change like that. It is going to be warm. It is warm this morning. It is a little on the humid side. It is very breezy, indicated by those strong southerly winds ahead of a cold front, which is slowly advancing southeastward. Now that front, I have it drawn in here on this map, but it's actually a little farther southeast. It actually is more about right there this morning. So it's about 25 or so miles farther southeast than what this particular model is showing. That's going to be important later on today, and I'll explain why here in just a bit. So let's play this through today. Now, a warm, breezy to windy day and a little bit humid out ahead of this. Lots of sunshine behind it. Low cloud cover. Might thin out a little bit later on today, those low clouds will. And a lot cooler behind that frontal boundary with a little bit of a northerly wind. It won't be as breezy as what we'll see farther to the south. So, again, with the advancement of this front being a little quicker than this particular forecast model is showing, I want to take you into the evening hours here. Storms are expected to fire up near that front about 7 o'clock, 6 to 8 o'clock really this evening. I'm looking for storms to fire up near that frontal boundary here. So we'll take you to 8 o'clock. Now this is showing basically those storms firing up near and north of that frontal boundary. Now I'm going to draw things in here real quick here. I'm going to take this up to 10 o'clock here, and I want to draw things in. Now there is certainly a chance that we could see this front, say, closer to about right here. And if that's the case, storms may fire closer to the Tri-Cities. There are several forecast models that actually show these storms right over the Tri-Cities around 8 to 10 o'clock this evening. Other models have it a little farther north, so it's kind of split. So it's all going to depend on where exactly that front is later on today. That'll be very important to where our storms fire up. But wherever they do fire up, heavy rainfall, maybe some severe weather, and along with that, cooler temperatures behind the front as well, and of course rain-cooled air. Now, by tomorrow morning, as we get through the late night hours and into tomorrow morning, I am expecting a new batch of thunderstorms to develop close to that front again. This could provide for heavier rainfall. In fact, forecast models hint at the most widespread, heaviest rainfall falling during the day on Tuesday as that front continues to advance southeastward. A few of you off to the southeast will stay ahead of that front for a good chunk of the day tomorrow and see another warm one, but most of us will see cooler air work its way in behind that front tomorrow. A lot of rainfall, possibly some heavy rain at times, a little bit of thunderstorm activity, but probably not as much of a severe weather threat for most other than the far southeast. Now, as we get towards Tuesday, the end of the day and into Tuesday night, we're going to start to see the end of the heaviest rainfall. I think we're going to start to see the rain lighten up. We'll still see rain in the forecast Tuesday night, a decent chance, but it should be more of the lighter variety of rain. Maybe a clap of thunder here and there, but cooler air is starting to win out. There's not as much instability, so we won't see as much thunder and lightning. By Wednesday, and this is as far out as my forecast graphic goes here, we'll start to see it down again. Still some light rain during the day on Wednesday, kind of coming to an end from west to east during the day on Wednesday. And it probably will be done around noon in the Tri-Cities area. All right, let's start you off with our flood alerts. We have a flash flood watch out that came out a few hours ago. Many of you may have gotten an alert on your phone. I did. If you have the KSMB Local 4 weather app, you got it. I got it on mine. This will start this evening around 7 o'clock and continue until 7 o'clock Wednesday morning. What does this mean? 1 to 3 inches of rainfall, pretty widespread. Some places are going to get more, though. Some places may pick up to as much as 3 to 5 inches of rainfall. Eastern Nebraska got hit with some heavy rainfall most recently compared to everybody else, so that would be the biggest threat is in eastern Nebraska because those areas got hit so hard. But even here in central Nebraska, the water table is still very high, and a good soaking rain would bring that up. I still have neighbors that are pumping water, pumping groundwater, so this heavy rainfall would not be a good thing. Let's look at also the severe weather threat. And actually, before I get to that, I want to throw in one more graphic here, and that is a rainfall graphic. So I'm going to go backwards just a little bit if I can find it here. I was setting it up and I forgot to turn it on. So I want to show that graphic first here. Let's look at a forecast model potential rainfall, okay? Now keep in mind, this is a forecast model and this is not an exact science, but right now you see the widespread in many places 1 to 2 plus inches of rainfall. Some models are even heavier than this one here. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to go into my editor. I am going to shut off the numbers so here just because I don't want to get it all confusing with numbers and things like that. But I'm going to take this out and show you the colors. Now, this is one forecast model. I'm going to show you a couple of other forecast models to give you an idea of what we potentially could be looking at. This is the GFS forecast model. This one is the European forecast model right here. This one indicates the heaviest rains in southeast Nebraska and could see 3-4+ inches of rainfall in some spots. This is the North American forecast model right here. This one has heavy rainfall just southeast of the Tri-Cities and indications of over 4 inches of rainfall. So again, the one model that I was showing with the numbers, I'm going to bring it back up here again. I'll throw the numbers back on. That's just one model. So take it with a grain of salt, but it just kind of gives you an idea. Central eastern Nebraska, those areas under that flash flood watch, not everybody will get it, but some places are going to get some heavy rainfall over the next couple of days. Now, before we wrap it, go on to temperatures, I do want to show the severe weather threat. Storm Prediction Center does have a marginal threat out for the green shaded counties. I don't think severe weather is the biggest focus of the next couple of days, but some wind and hail could be a possibility here, so that has to be at least mentioned here. The Storm Prediction Center highlighting a good chunk of the area close to that boundary, wherever that boundary ends up being. It could be a little farther south, a little farther north. Tomorrow, that boundary is into the southeast there. So it's mainly southeast Nebraska and northeast Kansas with the threat. It's a marginal threat of some severe thunderstorms. All right, on to temperatures, which, again, temperatures are even a bit of a wild card today because I am going low 90s right now for the Tri-Cities. There are some forecast models hinting at mid-90s today. 94 and 95 are record temperatures for the Tri-Cities today, so we would be very close to getting to records later on today. You can see it to the northwest, cooler temperatures behind that cold front, 70s, 60s, and some 80s behind the front. Ahead of it, 80s and 90s. It's going to be a toasty day today. Tonight, that front advancing southeastward, behind it, cooler temperatures in the 50s, 40s, 30s, near 60 in the Tri-Cities, but warm in the upper 60s and low to mid 70s ahead of that front in southeast Nebraska and northern portions of Kansas. Tomorrow, temperatures will likely drop during the day behind that front. We'll probably see an early day high in the low 60s in the Tri-Cities, but I bet we spend most of the day in the 50s. And again, you can see the cooler temperatures to the northwest. Out ahead of that front, though, still in the 70s and 80s, warmer temperatures there, but we are all cooler as we get towards Tuesday night into Wednesday. Lows in the 40s and 50s, 30s out west on, and that would be Wednesday morning, and then Wednesday during the day, highs upper 40s to lower 60s. It's going to be a cooler day, below average day for everybody, even for folks in the southeast. Well, let's look at that long range forecast beyond Wednesday. Now, again, Wednesday, it's mainly a morning chance of rain. I think in the afternoon, it's mostly eastern Nebraska. Wednesday night, the skies clear up. We'll fall back to around 40. Some of you are going to see 30s for overnight lows. Colder the farther northwest you go. We recovered decently Thursday with lots of sunshine, a high of 61. That's a pretty darn good, nice day, especially without the wind. That's a decent day once you warm up out of that chill in the morning. Now, as we get towards Thursday night, quiet, but Friday there is a slight chance of rain during the day, maybe a slightly better chance Friday night. Some models hint at it, others are kind of away from it a little bit here. But as we get towards Saturday and Sunday, actually a pretty nice weekend on the way. There could be some rain early on Saturday, potentially for the Harvest of Harmony Parade. It's an iffy thing right now, but the daytime, the afternoon hours looking really nice for Saturday and Sunday. And I'm running out of time here because of the Today Show, so I'm going to get to the 10-day real quick. Again, you see it soaring today, and then below average temperatures much of the rest of this forecast. It'll be closer to average by the time you push towards early next week. So with that, I'm going to let you all go. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you all later. Take care and enjoy your Monday. Enjoy the heat if you like it, because it's going away. Talk to you later. God bless. Bye.